Civil engineers are the pillar of any projects. They laid foundation, and above that foundation, any other structure developed, and the entire things done by the civil engineers only. But the journey of the civil engineer started with the site engineering. So it's a duty of a site engineer to do the work properly and at the right time and the right moment. So what need to do site as a site engineer, how to become a good site engineer, and how to achieve the success, that I will discuss in this video. The essential toolkits or essential duties for the site engineer or the civil site engineer. So let's jump into the subjects. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. Let's start with the subject, that essential toolkits for the site engineer for the success on site. So, see that success or construction as a huge and complex areas of work, and there are multiple people are working, the unskilled labor, skilled labor, another team, subcontractor, supplier, anybody is there. So how to manage them? And if we cannot manage them properly, the success of a site engineer will not be achieved. So it is very much essential to know the basic things what you need to do whenever you are going to the site or whenever we are working as a site engineer. The first things what we need to check about the site, that be safety conscious. That means prioritize safety above all else. Ensure that all safety protocols and equipments are in place. The safety begins with site engineer. First things, they need to be safe whenever they are working. They should be wear their personal protective equipment, that is PPE, helmet, shoes, and reflective jacket. As I'm wearing this, it helps them to keep safe whenever they are working at the site. And at the same time, they has to ensure that the workforce who are working in the site, they are also familiar with the safety, and whatever the safety precaution is taking is adequate to perform the work. The first thing, it is required to be safety conscious. So site engineer first and foremost things should know how to achieve the safety at the site place or the workplace. Then master the blueprint. Study the and understand the construction drawing thoroughly to avoid errors and misinterpretations. Now, why the construction drawing? Because the drawing which I have to perform at the site. Now I need to understand what exactly I want to do. And if I cannot understand what I need to do, if my scope of work, if my goal is not clear, it is impossible to achieve that one. And whenever the real execution has take place. So first things, we need to understand construction drawing thoroughly. And if there is any error, from your experience, you can find out the errors. Please minimize that error so that the work can be done with a desired quality. So for the second thing is master the blueprint. Then daily site inspection. Site engineer mainly spend their whole day at the site. Now, whenever as a site engineer working at the site, their antenna should be always alert. Maybe it is not an inspection, maybe just a round of visit. So every time it should be always focus on the work and conduct daily site inspection to identify and address issues promptly. It is the duty of a site engineer that they should inspect everything and find out the error if anything is happens in well advance, so that the work can be done easily and effectively. So daily site inspection is a duty of a site engineer or whoever working at the site. Then plan on organize. Stay ahead by planning tasks, setting schedules, and organizing resource efficiently. In any projects, three things is required: the material, manpower, and the machineries. These three things are available, the work can be done easily. Now, the site engineers is required to plan well ahead, that how much manpower is required, how much material is required, and what is the machinery is required to perform the work. Suppose you are doing a concreting work, how much manpower is required for the steel fixer, the carpenter, the masons, the helper, and whatever the machineries, maybe concrete pump, the transit mixture, batching plant, etc., etc. That you need to plan well ahead, and it has to give it to the construction manager or the project manager, but that I need this much of amount of material or manpower and machinery so that I can perform the work without any hindrance. So that plan and organize should be well advanced so that everything can plan accordingly and work can be done smoothly. And document everything. Keep meticulous records of site activities, meetings, and changes of the original plans. Why it is required? Because now after completion the work, then it will come to the record or documentation part, that you need to perform. That suppose you have done the concreting work, the concreting pour card, concreting cube test, everything to be recorded, and how much material you have used, how much manpower you have consumed, so that the productivity can be finding out. Suppose you have 10 machines and 20 helper, and you are doing the brickwork. At the end of the day, how much of the productivity, what is the actual productivity can be raised, and how much we achieve at the site, that should be calculated. And accordingly, you can plan the next day if there is any shortfall. So documentation is very important part. You need to document everything. Then quality control. Along with the quality control engineer, the site engineer also has the duty to perform the quality control, because they are the first point to who are doing the work. So they need to know what is the quality parameter of that projects. If they are not well aware about the quality parameter, that the work cannot be achieved. So first they should know what is the quality parameter and how to achieve that one, and what is the method statement to do the work. Then only it can be ensured the quality control. So what site engineer should do? Site engineer should know about the quality parameters and how to achieve that quality parameter, so that whenever they are transferring their work to the foreman or the charge hand or the labor, so they can effectively communicate to them, so that work can be done easily and effectively. Then budget management. See, budget is the main constraint of any projects. So site engineer has the duty to monitor the budget, whatever the budget is allocated, and whatever the actual expenses, that it should be prepared. Suppose you have need doing the plastering work, you have the budget for the 5 lakhs. Now you need to monitor that whether this budget is exceeding or not. That should be calculation to be done by the site engineer, and it has to given to the construction manager or the project manager, that for doing these activities my budget is that it may be exceeded or it may be less. So the budget management also you need to know whenever you are working as a site engineer. This will help you to grow from site engineer to the project engineer, for the construction manager, the project manager, and overall. These things is the basic foundation that has to be there in quality in the site engineer, so that they can move advance in their career path. Then problem solving skill. It's develop problem solving skill to tackle unexpected challenges effectively. See, site has the enormous challenge. Every time the new challenges will come. So how to mitigate that challenge and how to tackle that challenge, this is the main things. Challenge will come, but we need to overcome this challenge. So the site engineer has to be there, the problem solving skill. Suppose this problem is coming and you are calling construction manager, project manager every time. I have this problem, I cannot do this. So this is not a good sign. The problem what you can solve, it has to solve immediately. The problem which is beyond your capacities or beyond your capabilities, that should be transferred to the construction manager or the project manager or the higher authorities. But you need to develop the problem solving skill to stay ahead in the competition, and to become a very successful site engineer, and then go ahead in your career. Then stay adaptable. What's that? Be flexible and ready to adjust plan as project condition evolve. In any projects, there is always changes. Client has changes, something in plan, something in elevation. So accordingly, you need to change your plan also. Because if you are rigid that no, I'll not change that one, that means you are not following the path or following as per the client guidelines. You need to be very flexible and adjustable, so that you can cope with the client requirement. If is there any changes in the clients, or if there are any changes in the company's policies, so that you can accept that and be ready for the next activity. So you need to develop this skill also, that is stay adaptable. Then team leadership. Whenever you are a site engineer, you have the training engineer maybe, or you have the foreman, you have the charge hand, you have the machine operator, you have the labor force that you need to manage. This is not so easy. So if we cannot manage them, we cannot perform the work. Now we need to develop that leadership skill, that we can manage them. Not only every time you have to do this, no, not like that. You need to understand them that this is their work, and focus them towards a common goal, so that everybody can work together and finish the work together, and it can be achieved only if you have the team leadership skill. So start now today to develop the team leadership skill, so that you can be go ahead, stay ahead from the others, and you can get success in your career. You can be a project manager or above. And next is effective communication. This is very important. Why? Maintain a clear and open communication with the project team, subcontractors, and the stakeholders. Now, you cannot perform alone the all activities. You need the support from the construction manager. You need the support from the quality team. You need the support from the um, planning team. You need the support from the project manager. You need the support from the consultant. You need to support from the subcontractors, stakeholders, so many people. But if you cannot communicate with them, how you will get the help, or how you will get the support? And if you cannot get the support, you cannot achieve, or you cannot perform the work. So it is very much essential that you need to develop the effective communication skill. Otherwise, you cannot transfer what you want to your workforce, and they will also do as per their own, and the project will be in a big soup. So you need to develop this effective communication skill. It's things that will give you immense boost so in your career, so that you can achieve up to project manager and the higher level. But from the site engineer level, this effective communication skill has to develop. Without this skill, nobody can get progress in their career. So the site engineer, you must develop this communication skill. Then is coming about the time management. Manage your time effectively to meet project deadlines. There is always a project deadline, that a key performance indicators KPI is there. That means we need to develop, or we need to construct the project within this time, and there is a sub activity, we have to do this one. Now, if you are not good in a time management, your project will be delayed, your activity will be delayed, and ultimately it will ruin the reputation of the company, because it cannot complete the project within that time. So time management is also a basic skill that you need to understand and you need to develop. So how to do that one? You need to manage daily activities. Whenever you are going to the site in the morning, before going site, you need to write down all the activities, what you need to do, and you need to allocate the time that I will do this one this time, I will do this time. And whenever you are coming in the evening time, you need to find out whether you have done or not, and where you are, if you are lagging, that you are find out why I'm lagging, and then again implement the effective way. So this time management, effective communication is the skill that you need to develop to get success in the construction project as well as in your career. Then stay tech savvy. Why? Embrace technology tools and software that can enhance your productivity. See, now everything is becoming automation. So you need to adopt that latest technology and the tools which is required to get success in the construction industry. Now, if you have the mindset that you will do the traditional way, the worker will come and you will distribute everything. No, you need to develop that technology. What technology you can use, what are the quality control tools you can use, which will automate the process, so that you will be in a effective way to solve the problem. So be open to accept the technologies, be open to accept the tools, technological tools, so it will help to boost your career as well as the projects. Then you need to understand what is environmental awareness. Consider the environment impact of construction activities and seek sustainable solution. Why? Because we are living in this earth, and it's our duty to not to pollute the earth. But in the construction, there is a different types of waste, and it can harm the flora and fauna of the earth. And if it is ruin the natural habitat, it will affect our environment and also affect our ecosystem. So you need to know and understand, whenever you are disposing anything into the earth, you need to know whether it is harmful for the earth or not. These things is very much essential, this environmental awareness or environmental impact and assessment test. So why? Because it's need protection for the environment, so that we can live happily in this earth. So as a site engineer, you need to develop, whenever you are discarding anything, you are wasting anything, or you are leaving into the earth, you need to think, is it harmful for the earth or is it harmful for the environment? If not, it cannot be disposed. So you need to develop the policy how to dispose the waste. That is a huge part, but you need to understand the environmental awareness also whenever you are working at a project site. Then take breaks. Don't forget to take short breaks to recharge and refocus. Why? If you are doing continuous working, you will get fatigue, and your body and the mental health will be in a decline state, so you cannot perform properly. So take a regular break to rejuvenate yourself and recharge yourself, so that your body and mind can heal and you can give 100% to the projects, and it will help the project and it will help to grow your career as well. So these are the things you need to take care whenever you are working as a site engineer. Then be safety consciousness, master the blueprint, daily site inspection, plan and organize, document everything, quality control, budget management, problem solving skill, stay adaptable, team leadership, effective communications, time management, stay tech savvy, environmental awareness, and take breaks. So these are the things you need to take care whenever you're working as a site engineer. It will help to make the progress and deliver the project on time, and it will also help to grow in your career from the site engineer level to the higher management. So start today and focus today, and each and every point what I have discussed, you will get the benefit from them. Thank you very much for watching me, and if you find it useful, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload any new video, you will get immediate notifications. And if you want to know anything about quality control or the construction procedure, please let me know. I will come with another episode with a more content like this. And do not forget to share your valuable feedbacks. I am waiting for that. And thank you once again for watching me.